A woman with no friends is very dangerous, not because of isolation, but because of the unshakable strength she cultivates within herself. Free from distractions and societal expectations, she hones resilience, sharpens clarity, and transforms solitude into a sanctuary for self-discovery and empowerment. In her independence, she becomes a force capable of reshaping her destiny and inspiring others to embrace their authentic paths. In a world that often equates social connections with value and fulfillment, choosing to stand alone can be seen as unconventional, even dangerous. However, this solitude offers an opportunity for deep introspection and personal growth. It sharpens the senses, strengthens resolve, and fosters a profound understanding of one's self-worth. Loneliness is an experience that transcends boundaries of age, gender, and culture. It is a condition familiar to every individual at some point in life, yet it remains one of the least openly discussed and most misunderstood aspects of human existence. Loneliness is often viewed as a personal failing or a sign that something is inherently wrong with an individual. This perception stems from the societal emphasis on constant interaction, connection, and belonging. When someone lacks these, they are frequently perceived as incomplete or lacking in value. However, loneliness is not necessarily a reflection of a person's social skills or desirability. It is, at its core, a deeply ingrained aspect of the human condition. Loneliness manifests in empty rooms, quiet moments, and the absence of meaningful dialogue. It can creep in during times of major life transitions, moving to a new city, experiencing the loss of a loved one, or ending a long-term relationship. These moments of solitude can feel like insurmountable barriers, leaving individuals to question their worth and place in the world. In a society driven by digital connectivity, the paradox of loneliness has become even more pronounced. Despite the proliferation of social media platforms and instant messaging, many people report feeling more isolated than ever before. The curated lives presented online often amplify feelings of exclusion, fostering a sense of disconnection from the world. This highlights the profound gap between surface-level connections and genuine emotional bonds. One of the ironies of modern life is that while we are more connected than at any other point in history, many individuals feel emotionally adrift. The illusion of companionship, created by technology, often masks the deeper yearning for authentic connection. A simple like or comment can never truly replace the warmth of face-to-face interactions or the comfort of being fully seen and understood by another person. This disconnect illustrates that loneliness does not stem from physical isolation alone, but can also arise from a lack of meaningful engagement. The weight of loneliness extends beyond emotional discomfort. It can have tangible effects on physical and mental well-being. Research consistently links prolonged loneliness to heightened stress levels, weakened immune response, and increased risks of depression and anxiety. The body responds to loneliness much like it does to physical pain, interpreting social isolation as a threat to survival. This response reflects the evolutionary basis of connection. Humans, as social creatures, thrive in groups where mutual support enhances survival chances. When cut off from this dynamic, the mind perceives danger, triggering distress signals that reinforce the cycle of loneliness. Despite its negative connotations, loneliness also offers a mirror to deeper truths. It reveals the fundamental need for connection, validation, and shared experiences. The absence of companionship often sheds light on what is missing in one's life, highlighting unfulfilled desires and unmet emotional needs. In this way, loneliness can be both a warning sign and a catalyst for change. The feeling of isolation, while painful, can encourage introspection. It forces individuals to reassess the relationships they cultivate, the priorities they uphold, and the ways in which they engage with the world. For many, this introspection leads to personal growth and greater clarity, regarding what they seek from friendships, partnerships, and life itself. Moreover, loneliness allows individuals to distinguish between superficial connections and meaningful relationships. When surrounded by people, but still feeling alone, it becomes clear that quality far outweighs quantity. This realization often motivates individuals to prioritize relationships that are built on trust, respect, and authenticity rather than those maintained out of convenience or social obligation. Loneliness also serves as a powerful equalizer. Regardless of status, wealth, or social circles, no one is immune to feelings of isolation. Celebrities, leaders, and public figures often speak about the loneliness that accompanies their positions, reminding us that external success does not shield one from internal emptiness. This universality underscores the shared human experience, bridging divides and fostering empathy among people from different walks of life. In addition, loneliness can heighten appreciation for meaningful connections when they do occur. The ache of isolation magnifies the value of genuine companionship, making individuals more aware of the importance of authentic, reciprocal relationships. As a result, many emerge from periods of loneliness with a renewed commitment to fostering deeper and more lasting bonds. It is essential to recognize that loneliness is not a permanent state, but rather a transient phase in the ebb and flow of life. For those currently grappling with isolation, understanding that loneliness is part of the broader human narrative can provide solace. By acknowledging the shared experience, individuals can cultivate resilience, knowing that the discomfort of loneliness can eventually lead to greater self-awareness and richer interpersonal connections. The exploration of loneliness as a universal experience offers an opportunity to reframe how we perceive isolation. Instead of viewing it as a deficiency, we can recognize it as a vital aspect of emotional growth and personal development. Loneliness, though challenging, serves as a reminder of our intrinsic need for connection, illuminating the paths we might take to find fulfillment and belonging. Furthermore, understanding the cyclical nature of loneliness can help individuals embrace it rather than fear it. Solitude can become a period of rest, reflection, and renewal, allowing people to gain insights that are often obscured by the noise of daily life. It is within these quiet spaces that creativity flourishes, goals are redefined, and passions are reignited. Loneliness, then, is not merely an absence, but a fertile ground for new beginnings. For some, loneliness can even be an intentional choice. Choosing to step away from the crowd to focus on personal growth, heal from past wounds, or seek clarity is a powerful act of self-care. In these moments, solitude is not a curse, but a gift, a chance to cultivate self-awareness, independence, and resilience. By embracing this perspective, individuals can transform periods of loneliness into opportunities for profound personal transformation. As we continue to navigate the complexities of life, it is crucial to remember that loneliness, far from being a solitary burden, connects us all in its universality. By shifting our perception, we can foster a more compassionate and understanding society, one where loneliness is met with empathy and connection becomes a shared pursuit. Loneliness, while often perceived as a burdensome and undesirable state, holds immense potential for transformation. Though it can bring discomfort and emotional weight, it serves as fertile ground for personal growth, self-reflection, and resilience. Recognizing loneliness not as a void, but as an opportunity marks a pivotal shift in one's journey toward deeper self-awareness. When individuals experience prolonged solitude, the external distractions of daily life gradually fade away, allowing them to confront their innermost thoughts, fears, and aspirations. Without the constant input of social interactions, people are left to engage with themselves in an honest and unfiltered way. This confrontation can be challenging. After all, the noise of the world often serves as a convenient shield against self-examination. In the absence of that shield, individuals are encouraged to reflect on their choices, desires, and even regrets. This process of self-reflection is essential for personal development. In many ways, loneliness strips away the superficial aspects of life, compelling people to question what truly matters. It invites introspection and prompts individuals to reassess their goals, relationships, and priorities. This internal dialogue can lead to the realization of neglected passions, forgotten dreams, and the uncovering of strengths that were previously overshadowed by the presence of others. Moreover, loneliness offers a rare opportunity to foster resilience. By enduring solitude and facing the discomfort it brings, individuals learn to rely on their inner resources. This strengthens emotional fortitude and instills a sense of independence. Rather than seeking validation or comfort from external sources, individuals begin to cultivate self-reliance and self-acceptance. They realize that their worth is not contingent on the presence or approval of others, but is instead rooted in their intrinsic value. The transformative nature of loneliness can also lead to profound creative expression. Many of history's greatest thinkers, artists, and innovators credit periods of solitude as critical to their breakthroughs. In the stillness of loneliness, ideas are allowed to flourish without interruption. This creative flourishing arises not despite loneliness, but because of it. When external distractions are minimized, the mind is free to wander, imagine, and innovate. Additionally, loneliness can serve as a powerful teacher, illuminating aspects of one's identity that may have been neglected or repressed. In solitude, individuals are more likely to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves. Truths that, once acknowledged, pave the way for significant personal growth. These realizations may involve recognizing toxic patterns, addressing unfulfilled aspirations, or accepting past mistakes. By confronting these realities, individuals lay the foundation for lasting change and greater self-awareness. A critical component of this transformation is the ability to embrace loneliness as a companion rather than an adversary. Society often portrays loneliness as something to be avoided at all costs, reinforcing the belief that happiness is synonymous with constant social engagement. However, those who learn to sit with loneliness, to welcome it rather than resist it, discover a wellspring of inner strength. This shift in perspective transforms loneliness from a burden into a gateway to self-discovery. Furthermore, loneliness fosters clarity in relationships. By stepping away from the crowd, individuals gain insight into the quality of their social connections. In moments of solitude, people are better able to discern which relationships are truly enriching and which are maintained out of habit or fear of being alone. This clarity empowers individuals to cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections while letting go of superficial or draining relationships. Loneliness also challenges individuals to develop new coping mechanisms and strategies for self-soothing. When the comfort of companionship is absent, people often turn to creative outlets, personal projects, or hobbies to fill the void. Over time, these activities not only provide distraction, but become sources of joy and fulfillment in their own right. In moments of solitude, you may find forgotten passions reigniting and new interests quietly emerging, waiting for your attention to bloom, expanding one's sense of identity and purpose. Moreover, the transformative potential of loneliness extends beyond the individual to impact their broader life trajectory. People who emerge from periods of solitude often experience a renewed sense of direction and purpose. This transformation can manifest in various ways, from career changes and personal reinvention to the pursuit of long-held ambitions. The clarity and resilience gained through solitude propel individuals toward paths that align more closely with their authentic selves. The journey of embracing loneliness is not linear. It requires patience and a willingness to endure discomfort. There will be moments of doubt, sadness, and frustration. However, These moments are integral to the transformative process. Just as physical strength is built through resistance and exertion, emotional strength is cultivated through the experience of loneliness and the growth it inspires. The transformative potential of loneliness lies in its ability to connect individuals with their true essence. In the absence of external validation, people are encouraged to cultivate a relationship with themselves, one rooted in self-compassion, understanding, and acceptance. This inner relationship forms the foundation for all other aspects of life, influencing how individuals engage with the world, pursue their goals, and navigate challenges. In a culture that often equates worth with busyness and social engagement, the idea of embracing loneliness may seem counterintuitive. Yet it is in these quiet moments of solitude that some of life's most profound transformations occur. Loneliness, when approached with an open heart and mind, has the power to reshape one's understanding of self, foster resilience, and ignite the spark of creativity that leads to lasting fulfillment. Solitude, often perceived as a sign of isolation or weakness, holds an untapped well of empowerment for those who choose to embrace it, for women in particular. Time spent alone can foster independence, build confidence, and fortify resilience, reshaping one's inner world. By stepping away from societal expectations and the validation of others, women unlock their inner strength and discover the power of self-reliance. In this space of quiet and introspection, they are not only able to reflect, but also to reinvent themselves, free from external influences. One of the most remarkable aspects of solitude is its ability to nurture independence. In a world that often encourages women to seek their worth through relationships, family roles, or professional achievements, solitude offers an alternative narrative, one that is centered around self-discovery and personal empowerment. By navigating life alone, women develop the capacity to make decisions based solely on their values and desires, without the need for external affirmation. This independence becomes a cornerstone of strength, enabling them to trust their intuition and stand firm in their convictions. The journey of embracing solitude is not without its challenges. Initially, the absence of companionship can evoke feelings of vulnerability and self-doubt. However, as women learn to sit with these emotions, they begin to recognize their inherent ability to overcome adversity. The process of confronting one's fears and insecurities in solitude fosters a deep sense of resilience. Each moment spent alone becomes an exercise in perseverance, reinforcing the belief that strength arises from within, not from the presence or approval of others. Creativity is another profound gift that solitude bestows upon those who embrace it. Many of history's most influential female thinkers, artists, and leaders attribute their breakthroughs to periods of isolation. In the quiet sanctuary of solitude, the mind is free to wander, explore, and innovate. Devoid of distractions, women can channel their energy into creative endeavors, allowing their ideas and passions to flourish. This creative freedom not only enriches their personal lives, but also contributes to broader societal progress, as their unique voices and perspectives manifest through art, literature, science, and leadership. Moreover, solitude provides the space for women to reconnect with their authentic selves. In a culture that often pressures individuals to conform to societal norms and expectations, the opportunity to step away from these influences is invaluable. Solitude strips away the layers of pretense, allowing women to rediscover their true identities. This reconnection with the self lays the foundation for greater self-respect and self-love, essential components of empowerment. When women are anchored in a strong sense of self, they navigate the world with confidence and purpose. Beyond personal growth, Solitude also plays a critical role in fostering emotional stability. By spending time alone, women learn to regulate their emotions and cultivate inner peace. This emotional resilience becomes a protective shield, enabling them to withstand external pressures and challenges with grace. Over time, solitude transforms from an experience of discomfort to a sanctuary of strength, providing a safe haven where women can recharge, reflect, and realign with their goals. Solitude also enhances decision-making skills. Without the constant input of others, women develop the ability to trust their judgment and make decisions independently. This sense of autonomy empowers them to take risks, pursue unconventional paths, and break free from limiting beliefs. As they become more attuned to their inner voices, their confidence grows, reinforcing the belief that they are capable of shaping their destinies. A significant aspect of empowerment through solitude lies in the realization that happiness and fulfillment are self-generated. Women who embrace solitude come to understand that their sense of worth is not contingent upon external relationships or societal validation. This awareness fosters a profound sense of liberation as they break free from the need for constant approval. In turn, this newfound freedom allows them to engage in relationships from a place of wholeness rather than dependency. Furthermore, solitude nurtures a sense of self-sufficiency that extends into all areas of life. Whether pursuing personal goals, navigating career challenges, or engaging in creative projects, women who are comfortable with solitude demonstrate remarkable levels of perseverance and resourcefulness. This self-sufficiency not only enhances their personal well-being, but also serves as an inspiring example to others, challenging societal narratives that equate solitude with loneliness or inadequacy. The empowerment derived from solitude also translates into stronger, more authentic relationships. By cultivating a deep sense of self-awareness and confidence, women are better equipped to establish boundaries and prioritize relationships that align with their values. They seek connections that uplift and enrich their lives, fostering a sense of reciprocity and mutual respect. This ability to curate meaningful relationships stems from the clarity gained during moments of solitude. It is important to acknowledge that solitude need not equate to isolation. While embracing time alone, women can simultaneously cultivate a network of supportive and empowering relationships. The distinction lies in the approach. Solitude becomes a conscious choice, a tool for growth and reflection rather than a byproduct of external circumstances. This intentional solitude fosters a harmonious balance between independence and connection, enabling women to engage with the world from a place of strength and authenticity. Countless women have harnessed the power of solitude to reshape their lives and the world around them. From artists who find inspiration in quiet retreats to leaders who draw strength from reflection, the stories of women thriving in solitude serve as a testament to its transformative potential. These examples highlight that solitude is not a limitation, but rather a gateway to empowerment and self-actualization. The empowerment gained through solitude is not defined by the absence of others, but by the presence of self. As women embrace the stillness and introspection that solitude offers, they unlock their inherent strength, creativity, and resilience. This transformation extends beyond the individual, influencing communities and shaping societies in profound and lasting ways. Solitude, once seen as a void, emerges as a source of unparalleled empowerment, a reminder that within every woman lies the capacity to stand tall, thrive, and lead with unwavering confidence. Loneliness, while often perceived as an enduring state, is not a permanent condition. It represents a phase, a transitional space that, when navigated with intention, can lead to the formation of deeper, more meaningful connections. Once individuals have confronted the discomfort of solitude and undergone the personal growth it fosters, they find themselves better equipped to engage in genuine relationships that enrich their lives. This shift from isolation to connection is not about filling a void, but about establishing bonds rooted in authenticity, shared values, and mutual respect. The experience of loneliness sharpens one's understanding of the qualities that define meaningful relationships. After enduring periods of solitude, individuals develop a heightened awareness of what they truly seek in connections with others. Superficial or transactional relationships no longer hold the same appeal. Instead, the focus shifts toward cultivating bonds that are nurturing, honest, and reciprocal. The pursuit of quality over quantity becomes a guiding principle, reflecting the realization that a handful of profound connections outweighs a large network of shallow interactions. This transformation often begins with self-awareness. Through solitude, individuals gain clarity about their values, desires, and boundaries. This clarity becomes instrumental in the process of forming relationships that align with their authentic selves. Rather than molding their personalities to fit into existing social structures, they approach connections with a sense of confidence and integrity. This authenticity serves as a magnet, drawing like-minded individuals who appreciate and respect their strengths, fostering relationships built on trust and understanding. Moreover, the process of moving from loneliness to meaningful connections involves a reevaluation of existing relationships. Time spent alone often reveals which connections are uplifting and which may be draining or unfulfilling. With this newfound awareness, individuals feel empowered to set boundaries, letting go of relationships that no longer contribute to their growth. While this process can be challenging, it ultimately creates space for new, more fulfilling connections to take root. One of the key lessons learned through solitude is the importance of reciprocity in relationships. Genuine connections are those in which both parties invest equally, offering support, empathy, and encouragement. This sense of balance ensures that relationships are sustainable and enriching, fostering emotional well-being for both individuals involved. Loneliness teaches the value of mutual effort, highlighting the difference between being surrounded by people and truly being seen and understood by another. Furthermore, individuals who have embraced solitude often bring a sense of independence and self-reliance into their relationships. They are not driven by a need for validation or fear of being alone, but engage with others from a place of wholeness. This emotional stability strengthens their relationships as they are able to offer support without becoming overly dependent. Their presence in others' lives becomes a source of encouragement and strength, rather than a reflection of their own insecurities or unmet needs. The journey from loneliness to meaningful connection also involves vulnerability. Opening oneself up to others after periods of isolation can feel daunting, yet vulnerability is a cornerstone of genuine relationships. By sharing their experiences, thoughts, and emotions, individuals create the conditions for deeper intimacy and trust. This openness encourages others to do the same, fostering a bond that is built on mutual honesty and respect. In addition to fostering personal relationships, the insights gained through loneliness often extend to community engagement. Many individuals find that after periods of solitude, they are drawn toward contributing to their communities or engaging in collective efforts that reflect their values. This participation not only alleviates feelings of isolation, but also strengthens their sense of belonging, reinforcing the idea that connection is a shared human experience. It is important to recognize that the transition from loneliness to meaningful connection is not instantaneous. It unfolds gradually as individuals continue to grow and evolve. Along the way, moments of solitude may reemerge, serving as reminders of the importance of self-reflection and personal alignment. These moments, however, are no longer met with fear or resistance, but are embraced as opportunities to reconnect with oneself before re-engaging with the world. The shift from loneliness to meaningful connection reflects a journey of transformation, one that begins with introspection and culminates in the creation of authentic, fulfilling relationships. By valuing the lessons learned through solitude, individuals approach connections with a renewed sense of purpose and integrity. In doing so, they build relationships that not only stand the test of time, but also contribute to their ongoing growth and fulfillment. Loneliness exists as both a burden and a blessing, a dual force that can weigh heavily, but also uplift and empower. While the experience of isolation may initially seem overwhelming, it often serves as a powerful teacher, revealing truths that might otherwise remain hidden beneath the noise of everyday life. In solitude, individuals confront their fears, rediscover their values, and forge resilience that shapes their future paths. Loneliness has the unique ability to strip away pretenses and external influences, allowing one to see themselves in their truest form, raw, vulnerable, but ultimately capable of growth and transformation. In solitude, external distractions dissolve, creating fertile ground for healing, rediscovering forgotten passions, and nurturing personal growth that may have been neglected. This introspective journey paves the way for individuals to emerge not weakened, but strengthened, more self-aware and deeply aligned with their true selves. The strength cultivated during times of loneliness becomes a guiding light, offering direction in both personal and professional aspects of life. Ultimately, the journey through loneliness leads to empowerment and fulfillment, equipping individuals to build connections that are meaningful and authentic. This newfound sense of self enriches future relationships as individuals seek out connections that reflect their inner growth and values. By embracing solitude, people cultivate a foundation not only for personal growth, but for building communities, inspiring others, and stepping into leadership with compassion and confidence. It is in these moments of stillness that the seeds of transformation are planted, blossoming into confidence, self-love, and lasting fulfillment.